Angie, I want to say, first of all, welcome to Blindside Netball. For me, this is such a great moment because you and me go back such a long time ago. I met you when I was 16 for the very first time in Northwest, and you're still here.
I'm still alive.
Angie, you are the secondary schools convener for SA Schools Netball. Can you just tell us a bit more about that role and your job in that space?
Hi, Amanda. It's good to see you but I see you every day. Yeah, me and Amanda comes a long way. In the Transnet Under 16 project, that's where I met you. But now, Amanda, I'm the secondary school convener. I'm in charge of secondary schools in the whole country. My role is to see to it that schools are participating in leagues. And I'm capturing also the database of the schools that are playing leagues. Our list is categorized into two, the Botu and Ubuntu. The Ubuntu is our township schools, the Botu the Botus, the old model schools. So I'm making sure that schools are playing. But one of our focus is to make sure that these township schools also grow and develop. I will give you an example. We've got under 15 league that is sponsored by Kgomo. The winner goes to Singapore. And Ubuntu schools are part of those schools that are going to Singapore. So when the school come back, they no longer play in the Ubuntu. They progress to Botu. That is, they've developed. Going to international and you gather all the experience. When you come back, now you compete with those best schools. And it's working for us. A school like Shayamoya. Yeah. Your school plays against Shayamoya. This is one of the schools that you always say we weigh how we play leagues, Ubuntu and Botu schools. Yeah. So this is my role as a convener to make sure that schools are participating in leagues.
Yeah. Angie, and I just want to touch on that because a lot of the viewers don't even know what is Ubuntu and Botu and all of that. And they see it at competitions, but they don't know it. And you've clarified now that Ubuntu is I want to say your I don't want to say underprivileged schools, but it's schools that don't get that exposure.
Yes.
And in terms of that, what has been the biggest challenges for those teams, you think, when it comes to competing with some of the top schools in the country?
I think, Amanda, one of our biggest challenge is facility. They are not used to the proper court. They are playing the grass in the soil. And the other challenge is proper shoes. I always bother you with old techies. They don't have techies, and not because they don't want to. The parents cannot afford. Most of them, I will always give an example with Shayamoya. If you go to the school, a lot of the schools, they are getting food from the school, from the nutrition program. And if you get deeper into their background, majority of them come from a disadvantaged area. So those schools they don't have proper coaching. You guys are very fortunate. You've got level 1, 2, 3 coaches. With them, they only have a person who can just coach, who doesn't even have anything, no facility, nothing. So that is the biggest challenge. And transport, for them to move from one school to another to go and play leagues, it's money. They don't have that money to transport the players.
So I think if you can have one wish, and it can be more than one thing, but how do you see netball in South Africa crossing that bridge and getting those players? Because we've got talent, and Lana Krika spoke about that earlier on when we met. There's so much talent in this country, but practically, where can people help? What can they do?
Look, Amanda, I think we're busy closing the gap. Department of Sports and Recreation, they're busy building combi courts for the schools, but it's not enough. They're not building for all the schools. It's only few in a certain province. So if we can get a funding, a company that will say, I will build millions of courts for these Ubuntu schools or these unprivileged schools, who will really, really appreciate. We're getting there. We're busy closing. In terms of coaching, our township schools now are attending courses because the Department of Education and Sports, they are busy providing for those educators to go for level 1 or level 2, even though sometimes they feel that is expensive, but we're trying to close that gap. It's a journey, but we're getting there.
Angie, and I've said that I've met you when I was at school, and you were always such a positive energy. But where exactly has your passion for netball started? How did you get into the game?
Yo, Amanda, I'm from a township area called Mututlung. I used to play netball, and I did not just play netball at school. I joined a club called Ninjas, and I was coached by Mr. Matemani, who was a male coach. And I will catch the taxi from my location to another place to go and get skills and develop. And when I was playing, I could see that not everybody will wear the green and yellow. I opted to be an umpire. I umpired at the age of 15. By 17 years, I had my B from North Gauteng. So that is a passion. And when I went for teaching at the college, I was also involved. I used to coach a local school. Then I was involved in the structure of the school. Can I also brag that I was the first black chairperson of Northwest Schools after 1994. I stayed there for the period of 14, 15 years. Then I got a promotion as a teacher. I work for the department. And when you work for the department, there's rules that you cannot serve in this committee, you can serve this. But currently now I'm in the national executive, still doing the thing that you left me with, and I'm plowing back to my community. I'm a coach of a local club, so I still have that passion. And most of my girls are participating in the national telecom championship. So, and I can still point to say, Amanda, you from this end, this one is from this end. That is a passion. But if you don't have that passion, you will not last. I don't want to say my age, but people that are my age are sitting home, they're old enough.
And I think if you can give one message to kids, to stay in sports, because at the end of the day, we know it's the one place that keeps them out of trouble, it keeps them off the streets. What would your message be to the players in your township areas as a message of hope, just to get them to where you have been?
Look, Amanda, it's not easy. If you don't have passion, you will not survive. If you don't have discipline, you will not survive. If you don't have support, either from the family or your peer, you will not survive. So I'm saying to these girls that are at home to say, there's a place for you to go. Go to the court, go and join clubs, go to a school and play netball. You will survive. And if you look at the matric results, Amanda, you will see most of the girls that are achieving that goes to university are the girls that play netball. So netball and academic goes together. So I'm still saying, girls, study, come and play netball. There's still a better place for you guys.
Angie, from my side, I want to say a massive thank you to you. You've changed my life. Always when I see you, I feel happy. You've got such a good energy. And I want to say thank you for not giving up on a dream that you've seen grown over the years. And I really pray that God will keep on blessing you in this journey. And from my side, from everybody, thank you. Thank you for what you're not only doing in the country, but more specifically also in Northwest.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you so much.